last thing you want to worry about when you're working abroad with a premier blue chip client is what's going on behind the scenes. Here at Von Essen, we look after that.
At Global Consultancy, what we are is a global mobility organisation. We provide tax and advisory service, and compliance and advisory, and global mobility. And the mobility has a number of different areas to it. It's the full life cycle of actually a deployment of an individual into a country. And now we work with the consultants and work with the clients to actually understand what those needs are.
It was really about having someone that could take the hassle out of working abroad away from me so that I could concentrate on the job, because I knew the job was going to be stressful enough as it was.
When somebody needs to be deployed anywhere in the world, we will be able to help them.
The legislation is different from country to country. That's one area where I found that Von Essen's actually helped out.
What we try to create is the comfort of an employed environment, but giving him the freedom and the control of his own destiny, of his own career.
We will actually explain to them what we're actually doing so that they feel reassured that the solution we provide to them is relevant to them.
I literally got all the information I needed. I got the assistance that I needed for things like advice on bank accounts, what I could do in order to stop myself falling into some of the tax traps which you can get by working abroad.
We'll look after them completely in terms of we'll take considerable details from them to make sure that we can match the right solution for them, in order that the tax and their social security, their salary payments will all be spot on. They'll be managed by a very professional in-house team, and that team will look after the guy from day one.
When they're going through different issues like contracts, and I didn't understand the contractual chain when I was a consultant, so being on the opposite side I can understand it a lot more.
They literally fill out the forms for you. If it's a foreign language, like here in Belgium, French, and I don't speak French, so all of that was filled out for me, it was explained to me, and literally it's just a case of follow it through, signature, read it, sign off on the relevant documentation and move the process forward. So all of the interaction with the authorities is actually undertaken by Von Essen, which really simplifies the solution.
In other circumstances, we need to do everything from helping with relocation, with their family, their children, healthcare. I mean, the list does go on, which is so it definitely is not one size fits all.
Most of our sales team have been abroad or met our partner, and we have a special relationship abroad. A lot of companies believe that you can deal with everything behind the desk and phones, but we have actually been there and know how it works.
I think from a consultant's point of view, the upspin of working with Von Essen is the fact that as we grow, we want to push a lot of what we achieve back to the consultants. Now that 9 times out of 10, that is financially.
We have an on-the-bench payment scheme, which we're just starting, where a consultant, after a period of time, if he's between jobs, he'll actually still receive a monthly salary.
It allows them to carry on with everyday activities, even if they're not in contract, or even whether it's just a holiday that they need to, that they want to take, they can use that on the bench payment for that too.
And that's a payback for any referrals that he would have offered us during the year. He'd be bringing his guys on board, and we'd obviously be looking for him to take us on to the next project and the project after that.
I've literally put every single one of my foreign contractors that are on my project team, and I have a number of them, and referred them through Von Essen, mainly because the process of registration is so fast, so clean.
We recognise that our consultants are best placed to identify the next consultant for Von Essen. They know what our services are, they know where we offer our services, and they know what to expect from Von Essen. So what we do is, as they help grow our business, we reward them by giving them an expense allowance.
Von Essen have brought the new expenses card out, which essentially is consultants can get us a certain limit per month.
We want to stay with you, we want to help you, we want to support you while you're looking for a new role, and then when you get into a new opportunity. So we'll actually take you and guide you through that process.
We have a management function that's there to help identify the future roles for the consultants, to actually help them place them into a role with some of our key introducers.
We will probably work with almost 100% of the top 250 international recruitment consultants based in the UK.
Priority treatment that consultants will receive is very much to do with finding their next project. Von Essen's got some very strong relationships with many introducers around the world. If a consultant was to apply for another role, putting his CV in as anybody else would, he would essentially just be put onto a very deep pile. Due to the relationships that Von Essen's got, is we can help get him to the top of that pile.
There is a lot of support. Von Essen actually come out and regularly visit their consultants, which again is a very good thing.
Well, what we do is we will make sure there's somebody there at the airport to meet and greet that person. We'll provide them with an orientation.
When I speak to my consultants, irrespective of which agency they come through, the general response is that they get more interaction with Von Essen whilst they're out here working than they actually do with the source agencies that have actually employed them.
I think primarily because of our range of benefits and the value that we offer. I don't think there's anyone out there that offers what we do and the personable service. We're always looking at ways that we can improve the consultant's experience here at Von Essen, and I pretty much think that's what sets us apart.